Conveyancing. Now this is the transfer of your property title to your new buyer. Our experts have already discussed this with you, and it's important you get this process started as soon as possible. Our conveyancing experts are always on hand to help.
Hi, I'm Andrew Armstead. I've worked in conveyancing for the last 20 years and worked alongside DB Roberts for the last 10 years. What I'm here to do today is just talk a little bit about the legal process involved when you're selling your property. So first off, you'll be marketing your property through DB Roberts. Secondly, what we will ask you to do is to instruct the conveyancing operation so that we can actually start to get you legally prepared. So in simple terms, the conveyancing legal process is the transfer of ownership of the property from one person to another. Now that makes it sound really easy, but in reality there is a lot of work that goes on in between. And that's why it's so important that when you've asked DB Roberts to market your property, that you also instruct the conveyancing at that point. What we will ask you to do is we will ask you to fill out some of the initial paperwork, so your seller's property information form, your fixtures and fittings form. This can all be done through our online portal, making life an awful lot easier. We'll also start to ask you to think about building regulation certificates, planning permissions, just so that we can then get your property legally prepared so that as soon as DB Roberts get that buyer for you, we're in the ideal position to be able to push your transaction forward. So DB Roberts have done what they do best, and they've found a buyer for your property. Some really good news is that the work that you put in early doors to fill out your legal paperwork now puts you in that best position for us to be able to move that transaction forward. As soon as we get the sales memorandum from DB Roberts, we'll be able to take that information and immediately issue the contract to your buyer's lawyer. Over the coming weeks, between ourselves and the buyer's lawyer, we will answer inquiries. We'll also talk to you with regards to any potential onward purchase that you have, and also start to move that transaction forward as well. All of that combined will allow us to move in a very quick way to an effective exchange and completion. So as a recap to our service, we've worked with DB Roberts for an awful long time. We work very closely together, and the benefits to you is that allows us to have a seamless process. In addition to that, we have a no sale, no legal fee. We also have dedicated conveyancer that will be assigned to your file, who will look after you all the way through that transaction. Furthermore, we have our online portal, which will allow you to complete documentation online and also manage your transaction as well. So if there's one piece of personal advice that I could just leave you with, and that is that the best transactions are where the estate agent and the conveyancer work closely together. That hand in hand with the time that you have taken to fill out your legal paperwork at an early stage will shave weeks off that home moving process. Should you require any further information, please make contact.